Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum and good morning. On behalf of HBL, ISACA Karachi chapter, our sponsors and partners, and the organizers, Total Communications, it gives me immense pleasure to welcome all of you to Infosec 2020, the 12th International Information Security Conference. A special thank you to HBL and its Chief Operating Officer, Mr. Sagir Mufti, for once again sponsoring this conference and supporting us in this initiative to promote cybersecurity in Pakistan. Sagir Saab has also taken out the time to deliver the keynote address today. Welcome and thank you, sir. I would also like to take this opportunity to thank Dr. Tamir Abu Ali for his keynote presentation and our learned speakers and panelists, many of whom are joining us from different countries, for their support and for taking out the time to enlighten us today. Thanks also to all my friends who are speaking at the conference today, particularly Mr. Hussein Hassanali from Comtel, Mr. Imran Batada from IBA, my colleagues from HPL, Mr. Asif Lunai and Mr. Sayyid Muhammad Ali Naqvi, my fellow directors from ISACA Karachi chapter, Mr. Ataullah Maiman and Mr. Umair Ismail, and of course, my very good friend, Mr. Faisal Rahim. It has indeed been amazing partnering Total Communications for the annual Infosec conferences. And of course, a very big thank you to each and every one of you for your continued support and patronage throughout the years, and for making the effort to join us for this virtual conference today. Your participation is critical for the country, and it is what keeps us all motivated. This year, we are holding a virtual conference, and regardless from which part of the world you are joining us, you are seated in the front row. Yes, much has changed since Infosec last year. Instead of having to travel to a 5-star hotel and meeting us in a glittering hall, you are able to attend the conference this year from the comfort of your home or office, while maintaining social distancing requirements and remaining safe. But there are quite a few things that have not changed. The threat of cyber attacks has been rising every year, and we have seen a huge spike in cyber attacks, especially during the COVID-19 pandemic. And cybersecurity has become more important than ever before, especially for the financial services. Secondly, we have once again assembled an excellent set of experts to present to us about current cyber threats and share details about implementing suitable protective measures. For various reasons, 2020 has been a very special year, and today we are focusing on two key themes. Cybersecurity in the realm of digital Pakistan is a very important topic, and it has become even more important as we further embrace digitalization across the country and more people go online. Digital Pakistan is well on the way to becoming a reality, and this is a very exciting time for all in Pakistan, as inclusion sits at the heart of this initiative and everyone can be a part of Digital Pakistan. Linked to this is the other theme, preventing online frauds in the digital economy, which is very timely and important as it enhances the trust level of the stakeholders. When the pandemic started, most businesses transitioned to online transactions within just a couple of weeks, whereas this change would have taken anywhere from 12 to 36 months. We have seen an amazing rise in the use of branchless banking and online channels for transactions. At the same time, with the tremendous enlargement of the landscape, we have seen a huge rise in the level of cyber attacks in Pakistan. from cyber criminals using phishing, wishing, and smishing to dupe naive users, to launching ransomware and sophisticated hacking attacks. Recently, Pakistan's Ministry of Information Technology and Telecommunication released a consultation draft of the Personal Data Protection Bill 2020. There is still some time before this becomes an act, but it will be a welcome addition to the limited legislation around cybercrime. Unfortunately, we still do not have a cybersecurity law in Pakistan. A draft was developed many years ago, but it has still not seen the light of day. Most of you know Amar Jafri Saab, who was integrally involved in its development. He has been a pioneer for cybersecurity in Pakistan and has been working in this area for a long time. Initially with the Federal Investigation Agency, Amar Bhai established the National Response Center for Cybercrime, NR3C, and has been promoting cybersecurity and prevention of cybercrime through various forums. And during the COVID pandemic, he has organized a number of groups to bring together like-minded cybersecurity enthusiasts and experts to consider the need for cybersecurity and digitalization, as well as the requirements for a law in Pakistan so that cybercrime and cybercriminals can be prosecuted suitably here. A number of programs are currently going on in Pakistan to promote and enable digitalization and increase cybersecurity. And while these were limited to a few people earlier, the COVID pandemic has removed the physical restrictions and enabled people to come together in cyberspace to deliberate on these topics of national importance. Another thing that has happened due to the pandemic is that the concept of remote working, including work from home, has now been sufficiently embedded in organizations, and it has become business as usual. While on the one hand, it has increased the threat landscape and the attack surface, it has also provided much required suitable job opportunities for women, especially those who wish to work but had responsibilities at home. We see a lot more women being able to effectively combine a professional career with home and family responsibilities. This is particularly relevant for IT-related fields, especially in cybersecurity. As I had shared at previous conferences, there is a huge global shortage of skilled cybersecurity professionals, and this shortage has been growing significantly as the world encounters increasingly sophisticated cyber threats while adopting digitalization. In this regard, ISACA's She Leads Tech initiative is working to guide women in tech to prepare and take up leadership roles. So it is an exciting time indeed for all of us who are engaged in facilitating secure cyber services. And I look forward to hearing our expert speakers and panelists show us what the future holds and how to protect ourselves in the coming times. Thank you and enjoy the conference.